Alright guys, the Chrome Corner is back and we're doing another fight pick video for UFC Fight Night Blaydes versus Lewis. We got your boy Charlie T in the house as usual. What's up, Charlie?
What's up, dude?
We'll start from the bottom of the card, bottom of the main card as usual with the fight picks. Take turns picking. And then once we get to the main card, that'll be the end, and then we'll start doing some hot topics and for some other videos. So let's start. Bottom of the main card, I'll give you the first pick. Andre Arlovsky versus Tom Aspinall. Who are you going with and why?
Okay, we're going to do opposite of last time. You picked all the guys with veteran experience. That's what I'm doing here. I'm taking
all right. Didn't work out for me too well.
No, it did not. But, you know, former UFC heavyweight champion, he's had a up and down career since then, since he lost the belt to, Tim Sylvia. But look at his last 4 fights. He beat Ben Rothwell. He's won his last 2, and the only loss he has is to Rosenstruck by knockout, and his only loss was to Nagano. So I think he's still solid, and I'm taking him by decision.
Okay, so you've got Arlovsky by decision, taking the veteran on this one.
By decision.
I'm gonna go with Aspinall, and I'm gonna go with a second round TKO. I'm gonna go with the young blood in this one. Again, switching it up from last week. Of course, you know, you're taking the vet. I took him last time, or not last week, but last time, and it didn't work out too well for me. But so this guy's young. He only has a couple fights in the UFC. I kind of think Arlovsky, I don't even know what to say with him. I don't want to say over the hill, because this is a guy who he'll go on like a 4-fight losing streak, and then he'll knock out 2 guys in a row, and that's kind of how the heavyweights do anyways. It's hard to ever really write off a heavyweight with power, right? But I just see Aspinall pulling this one off. He is the favorite at -265, so if you're betting on Arlovsky, that would win you more money here if he did pull it off. So that's who I'm going to go with. I'm going with the young buck. So on to the next fight, we got Phil Halls versus Nasruddin Imavov, and this one I'll take the lead on pick, and I'm gonna go with Phil Halls. This guy he's got a couple of TKOs as of lately. He's got a slight reach advantage, though he does have a slight disadvantage in the leg reach. But I see him taking it. Both guys, I think, have the same record, if I remember right. So that's kind of a toss-up. Both guys are young in the UFC. I'm going to go with Halls on this one. TKO, second round as well. I'm going to go second round.
Tough one.
It's a tough one, right?
Yeah, somewhat. I'm going with. I like Halls as well. I mean, that first last 5 fights have gone by knockout, wins have come by knockout. His last loss was to pick again.
Who was it to? What are we looking at? Middleweight?
Who fought last week?
Wait, I saw this. Hold on, I looked at it earlier. Mark Julian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was on the Contender Series.
Yep. 4 of his last 5 wins by knockout.
Julian Marquez, in case the camera didn't pick that up.
I think he wins. I think he wins by decision.
So you're going Halls by decision?
Halls by decision.
Back to you on the lead on this pick. So we've got Alexei Oleinik versus Chris Daukaus.
I'm taking the experience. I'm taking Alexei. He's ageless.
Ageless.
He lost his last fight to Derek Lewis by TKO, but before that, he beat former champion Werdum. It was a close fight, but outlasted him. He's really up and down, but he's got some impressive wins on his record. He beat Travis Brown, Mark Hunt, Werdum. His last 3 losses have all come to really fighters. Walt Harris, Derek Lewis, Alistar. I'm taking him purely based on his experience. I'm going with the experience this round, so you might as well pick the opposite because one of us is going to be wrong.
Man, I'm not going to let you...
By decision.
By decision. Oleinik by decision. I'm not going to let you persuade me into taking Chris Daukaus in this one, although you like the veteran or the vet versus the less experienced picks. I'm not going to let you do it. I'm going to go Oleinik as well. Question though, has Oleinik fought everybody in Russia? Because his record...
He's fought everybody everywhere. 70 professional fights, so that's...
Yeah, who has 70 professional fights? I mean, this isn't boxing, right? Like boxing, that's pretty common for amateur. If you add up amateur and pro fights and this and that, that's ridiculous for MMA. And for him to have such a lopsided win-to-loss ratio with that many fights is pretty crazy too. Just because the sheer amount of ways you can lose in MMA, to be 59-14. But as far as my pick, again, I'm going to go Oleinik. And by how he's going to get the win, he's definitely the younger, definitely doesn't appear to be a cardio machine. I'm going to go off of his photo here on ShareDog because I don't know a whole lot about Daukaus. Looks like he could shed a few lbs. But this is heavyweight. But I still think Oleinik's going to have better cardio. I think he's a submission master, you know, the Russian submission master, and he's gonna choke him out somehow in the third round. Charles Rosa versus Derek Minner. I'm gonna go with Boston Strong. I'm gonna go with Charles Rosa. I think he's just got a little bit. He's had a little bit tougher competition. All right, Charles Rosa, 13-4. Yeah, Derek Minner, 25-11. Not too much discrepancy there. And Rosa's a guy that's a very win-loss guy lately. But when you look at who he's fought, he's fought.
He the best.
Yeah, I mean Bryce Mitchell is a submission killer. Friend of mine is actually his manager, Matt Weibel. I don't know if you know Matt Weibel.
No, I don't.
I went to high school with him, graduated with him. He's actually the manager of Bryce Mitchell, first round management. So big fan of Bryce, some connections there. He's also from Arkansas. I went to Arkansas. But anyways, point is his losses are coming from some bigger names. Dennis Seaver, which was way back 2014. Of course, that's a long time ago. Yair Rodriguez, and then he's beat it.
That's the best fight I thought. The Yair Rodriguez fight, that split decision. I think he won that fight still to this day.
And when you're going split decision with Yair, that's huge, you know.
Yeah, Rosa's the better fighter. You don't even have to ask my pick because I'm taking him as well. I mean, no discrepancy on this one. No. I think he handles this pretty easily. I think he went by decision. I think it's unanimous decision, but yeah, I'm taking Rosa as well.
Yeah, he's got quite a few decisions on his resume here. I'm going to go with decision as well, unanimous. Yeah, so we see eye to eye on that one. Ketlin Vieira versus Yana Kunitskaya. Don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's what I'm going to roll with. Who is your pick and why?
Well, obviously I'm taking Ketlin Vieira because she's a fucking monster, and her only loss was that knockout at UFC 245. Last fight she came out and whooped Ciara Eubanks' ass. Got that decision, unanimous decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think she runs through her. Unanimous decision.
Unanimous
I don't think
decision.
it's a tough fight at all. I don't think it's a very competitive fight. She's world class, and I think she's top of the bantamweights. No one's going to be Amanda Nunes, but she's a top 5 bantamweight. She wins easy. Unanimous decision.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go with Ketlin Vieira. I'm going to go, say TKO. I'm going to go TKO third round for Ketlin Vieira. Yeah, when you compare their records, look at who they fought, who they've beat, you know, what they've been doing lately. I think she lost to Aspen Ladd, I believe, and a couple losses as of recent that, you know, just the name recognition, I don't think it lives up to a Ketlin Vieira. And there is one person who's a heavy favorite, and that is Curtis Blaydes.
Oh, that's by good reasoning. Razor Blaydes, that's my pick. Obviously, he's a freaking heavy-handed monster. He's got multiple knockouts on his record. His only 2 losses are to Francis Ngannou. Second round knockout puts Mr. Popeyes away. Derek Lewis, I love Popeyes. You can sing with that. You know, D. Lewis, you're not going to win this one. I mean, you got knocked out by Dos Santos, and Razor Blaydes destroyed him in January of last year. So, yeah, second round knockout, Razor Blaydes, mark it down.
All right, second round knockout, Curtis Blaydes. I'm not that confident in Curtis Blaydes. I'm not confident enough to give him the knockout. I'm not gonna roll with you on that. You're not feeling it?
These guys are playing. They're gonna throw. You know what's gonna happen?
I don't know. Blaydes he's playing some mind games too. So he's either doing one of two things. He's saying straight up in his interviews, "I'm going to wrestle this guy. I'm not playing with the firepower he has in his hands." He's either saying that directly because that's exactly what he's going to do, or he's saying it directly because he's not going to do that and he's going to throw like you're saying. So you could be right on that. He's either, you know, hiding in plain sight by saying, "Hey, I'm going to wrestle you," or he's telling you straight up he's going to wrestle you to fuck with your head and he's really going to wrestle you. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly think the only person who can match his power is Ngannou, and that's why Ngannou's knocked him out twice. No one else can come close.
Ooh, you think his power is the best besides Ngannou in the heavyweight division?
I think he's got more power than Derek Lewis. I mean, Derek Lewis is a knockout artist himself, but watch the Dos Santos fight. Watch when they both fought the same guy. What happened?
I would disagree. My boy, who's my boy?
Got worked.
Oh, he's my boy now.
Taking up for him. He got worked.
I'm not necessarily taking up for him. All I'm saying is I'm not as confident in Blaydes as you are. Let me look at these rankings in the.
I'm just going by how they fight.
Off topic a little bit. You know, I'm getting slightly off topic, but how shoddy is the heavyweight rankings? Half of these names are not bringing any tickets.
Yeah, that's why John Jones went up to heavyweight, because the division's on life support. Stipe never fights. Ngannou it's funny because Ngannou's probably the face of the heavyweights right now, and he's not even champion. I mean, who outside of big MMA fans know who Stipe is? Nobody.
Nobody, man.
It's sad. The heavyweight division kind of sucks.
All the respect in the world to Stipe for what he has done. Again, there's a certain level of respect we give just for the guy stepping in the octagon. But to reach that level, amazing. Great for him. But if we're analyzing it as our own form of whatever, you know, YouTube analysts, whatever you want to call us, he does not draw fans in. We'll go down the list. Francis Ngannou, that's the star in the heavyweight division. Curtis Blaydes, he doesn't put butts in seats. Rosenstruck, no one knows who he is. Lewis is semi-famous, right? Just because he's kind of crazy, he says crazy things, he knocks people out. Volkov, nobody knows him. Overeem, you know him if you're into MMA. Other than that, no.
He's on the back half.
He's on the last hole. He's on the 18th hole. Past Overeem, I can't even pronounce half the names. Much less do I know who the last person they fought was. Or I mean, Walt Harris. God bless him and rest in peace to his daughter. But Junior Dos Santos, who's also on the back nine, really far into the back nine. And these other guys, they're not bringing in tickets. Nobody knows them. Anyways, back to the point though. Back to the choice. I'm going with Curtis Blaydes as well. I just don't think he's going to knock out Derek Lewis. I think that he is going to win by decision. I do see him winning dominantly. I think there's a chance he gets caught in the first round and a half, you know, because it's Derek Lewis. But if he plays it smart, I think he wins. I just don't think he will be able to put away Derek Lewis. That's my opinion on it. So that's the full card there for us. And so that's our UFC Fight Night picks. We'll also post the IG picks as usual. Get this out within the next hour before the fights start coming on. I'll try to get it out pretty quick. Chop it down towards a short video. And then second round knockout for Blaydes.
Second round knockout for Lewis.
Not happening. He's not putting Lewis out. He's not putting him out. I think he's gonna win, but he's not putting Lewis out. Not in my opinion.
You can give him a 3-piece Popeyes chicken tender combo to the face.
As much as I think that Lewis would not mind that, I don't think he's gonna take it from Blaydes. That's the show for today. That's the fight pick for UFC Fight Night. Blaydes versus Lewis. We are out.